The News 1226 First Alert Radar Network.
With up to 10 times the resolution of other local radars and technology that can pinpoint right down to your street.
First just got faster. Live from Augusta, we're watching News 1226 at 11.
Hello, everybody. We made it till Friday night, and we are tracking storms right now on the radar. Quite a light show happening down to the south of Augusta. Meteorologist Emily Acton right now in the Weather Center. Emily, this rain moving in overnight, just like you said it would.
Yeah, we're seeing a pretty heavy downpour right now, impacting really just northern Burt County, and very frequent lightning here with that storm. I think earlier I was looking at the number of bolts per 5 minutes, and it was saying around 60. So I mean, it's pretty constant that we are seeing those lightning bolts there. But again, this isn't covering too much of the CSRA, but it's a little bit more concentrated now, moving through a good portion of Burt County and even kind of crossing over the state line as well. We'll see this continue to push south and east, and again, that's kind of the latest lightning track there. I think I saw a high number of about 38. So again, it has weakened a little bit, but still tracking some rainfall off to our north in our South Carolina counties, really moving through the city of Aiken right now. Seeing just some steady rainfall, nothing too major as we go throughout the overnight. Again, once that storm kind of starts to die down, that's moving through Burt County, that should be the last of the lightning this evening. I'll have a look at what we can expect for your Saturday and a look at next week coming up.
That's that good sleeping weather. Emily, thanks. We are learning new details tonight about a man in Grovetown who died during Athens. You were looking at balloons filling the air just hours ago in McCormick County. Those balloons honoring the life of Javea Harris. That was at the Bethany Missionary Baptist Church. We have watched this community show up with memorials and donations since learning the little girl's names. Organizers of this event tonight say today was to honor Javea while giving the community a place to share its feelings.
It's amazing. I was kind of scared that wouldn't anybody show up, to be honest with you, because, you know, people, it's just like small towns we really represent, though. So I was like, small town community, we show love no matter what. So I was so touched, and I got emotional at one point, but it was amazing to have people come out.
Oh, there are more ways to remember and honor Javea, including tomorrow, where a ride is scheduled to start at 5 o'clock at Citizens Park. That's a bike ride there, and there is a bike giveaway in Javea's honor earlier tomorrow, Saturday, from 11 to 1 at Henry Brigham Community Center. Take a look at this flipped over car. This is how a police chase ended this afternoon on Liz thinks tomorrow there is a justice rally for Darrell. It is planned to start at 7 p.m. at the Chester County, South Carolina courthouse. After a few years of making pizzas on a food trailer, a local man now has his own brick and mortar store. Your Nick Proto takes us out to eat inside Southern Fired Foods, open for business this week.
After years in the corporate world, Gil Rowland decided it was time for change, but he didn't have a plan for what was next. That's when his family gave him the idea of opening a pizza place.
I laughed and said, I don't want to do a pizza restaurant. Ha ha ha, now we have one.
He spent some of his high school and college years in Germany, so he's no stranger to Italian pizza. He says if he was gonna do a pizza place, he was gonna do it right.
Let's do authentic Italian, let's do wood-fired.
That's how he started Southern Fired Foods, a 6,000-pound wood-fired oven built into a trailer. After a couple years of what he calls error and trial, business started really picking up.
We kept getting asked the questions, when are you going to do a brick and mortar? When are you going to do a brick and mortar? I kind of held off on that thinking, I don't really want to do that.
But after enough calls to open up, he finally decided to go for it.
I think we have enough of a fan base that we could maybe pull it off.
Now, instead of driving that 6,000-pound oven all over town, the community comes to him at the new Southern Fired Foods restaurant.
At your wedding, you have all your friends, all your family in one spot, and you're just trying to get around and talk to everybody because it's rare to have that many wonderful relationships in the same location. It's like that here most days.
Carving out a little slice of community, one slice at a time. In Grovetown, Nick Proto, on your side.
Well, here's a look at the one cell that we are watching moving across the CSRA, bringing some pretty frequent lightning to the area. But everywhere else, we are looking mostly dry. I'll have a look at what we can expect for your Saturday and the next 7 days coming up.
Hot, fresh, ready when you are. Grab a breakfast burrito, corn dogs, or pepperoni pizza with our new value deals. Just $4, $5, or $6 at Parker's Kitchen.
Hey CSRA, let's stock some classrooms.
Grab a pen, paper, notebook, whatever you can. Because when you donate with News 1226 and the Y, it stays right here, helping schools in our community.
Join News 1226's Stock the Classroom, July 15th through the 31st. Drop off new school supplies at any YMCA in the CSRA or the WRDW station. Let's help a local classroom start the year strong. Stock the Classroom, sponsored by Westside Animal Hospital.
Well, we're getting quite a light show in this storm today, but we were talking about earlier the water. This is Lake Lanier. I grew up on the lake. I've never seen docks wash away like this.
Yeah, and this is a good example of where we say, turn around, don't drown. That was covered in water, obviously, just a little bit before, and ended up washing out those roadways. Wow. Water is very powerful.
No doubt, and I've been in plenty of flooding situations and covered flooding stories across the southeast and into Texas before. But being on the lake, you always think, okay, the water may go up really fast, right?
Yeah.
But that was wild to me to see those docks washing down.
I've never seen anything like that either. So, yeah, they were under flash flood warnings for several hours up there around the lake and even Atlanta Metro.
And just so everybody's familiar, what we're talking about, that is Lake Lanier there near Atlanta.
Well, looking at the current radar, we're seeing still a decent amount of lightning detected with this storm that's moving through Burt County at the moment. We could see a few more light showers as we go throughout the rest of the overnight, but once that storm moves out of Burt County and really starts to move closer to the coast, things will really start to quiet down for us. We'll see a small chance of rain as we go throughout the overnight. We could see a small uptick around daybreak tomorrow, and then just a few isolated showers to start off our morning as we go throughout around really midday. Still could have a few of those hit or miss showers out there for us, but I do think we'll still get plenty of sunshine as we go throughout our Saturday afternoon and really even into our evening. I think it's going to be a hot afternoon for us, but still can't rule out an isolated shower. I would say 90% of us, a good portion of our day is going to be mostly dry. Now looking at your Sunday, dry again till we get into the afternoon. Then we'll see those scattered showers and thunderstorms, but still going to have a very hot afternoon for us, and the heat is ramping up even more, if you can believe it, as we go throughout the work week next week. So these showers have cooled us off a little bit for our actual temperature. Feels like temperatures, though, still in the triple digits. We're seeing those rainfall totals. This is for overnight tonight, and for the day tomorrow, probably about half an inch. So not expecting a whole lot of accumulation with these storms that pop up over the next really 12 hours or so. Looking at the day, we could expect to see those broken clouds start to come into play as we get into the afternoon. And I do think that we will see the sun at times for your Saturday. Sunday, though, does look to be a lot sunnier for us overall. Big warm up, like I said, for next week. 98 next Tuesday. We'll keep the mid-90s for the middle of the work week, and much lower rain chances for us as we go throughout the week next week.
Emily, thanks. A stunning moment in a Georgia courtroom today at the hearing for 16-year-old Colt Gray, who pled guilty to a
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group. On your sideline, sponsored by Chandler Law Firm.
You know what this is, I know what this is, and it really is everywhere. Artificial turf fields have become a popular trend across the two states' high school football programs. Now, over the last several years, we've seen grass fields transform to multi-purpose turf. The latest schools to receive new playing surfaces are right here in Richmond County. The three schools joining the party this fall are Glen Hills, Josie, and ARC. Glen Hills and Josie already completed their operations. Still need to fill in some pieces of the track, though. ARC is in the middle of replacing both its practice field and in the main football field. Many of them have marks for flag football too. The Musketeers athletic director, Kevin Shire, says the plan is to have both of ARC's fields ready to go before the season starts, and their first home game is slated for week 3 on September 4th against Westside. And as we said, turf is really starting to become a common trend across the CSRA. 3 years ago, it was Laney getting a new field, followed by Aquinas just a year later. Then in 2025, 4 Aiken County schools also made the switch. Midland Valley, Aiken, Silver Bluff, Ridge Spring, Monetta debuting those last season. South Aiken, the newest Palmetto State field to debut ahead of 2026. And it's really a modern change to protect player safety, reduce the cost of upkeep across every single school. And speaking of football, let's go to the college ranks. With the conclusion of SEC Media Days, here is the preseason media poll results predicting the order of finish. We all vote on this as media members. Georgia landing atop the order and receiving 88 votes, the most of any team to win the SEC championship game. Only one other team received more than 50 votes. That was Texas with 57. South Carolina back in 11. That is a far cry from where they were a year ago in 5th.
You know, my mentality or message is going to be different this year compared to last year. No, it's not. Like our mentality coming in here last year was we were going to have a really good team. I felt that way. I don't think any coach in any sport in the world has ever gone into a season not thinking that they were going to have a good team and have an opportunity to win every game. And, you know, I understand the question. Should I, temper expectations or whatever last season? I don't think so. I mean, when you're at a place like South Carolina, like, that's the goal. I said it in 2020 and I'll say it today in the main room. Like, there's no ceiling on the football program here in South Carolina and never will be.
We'll hold him to it. A surprise could really think so. Ole Miss rounding the top 3. High hopes for Pete Golding this season. Better hopes than his predecessor. LSU is predicted to finish 5th. Now, while there was a lot of fun poking at SEC Media Days, what the coaches say can really set the tone for their season, like we saw with Shane Beamer. One comment can build belief or put a target on your back. Alabama knows that expectation better than anyone. The Crimson Tide haven't won the SEC since 2023, and their last national title appearance came in 2021 at Lucas Oil. For most programs, that's hardly a drought. At Alabama, anything short of championships leaves people asking, what's wrong?
Do you think your time at Alabama will be defined by whether you win a national championship?
I certainly know that that's an important part of what's happened in the program, so I wouldn't doubt that if that's the case. I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on just helping our program be the best and trying to bring out the best and raise the level of everyone around me.
I think the question is, are we judging him too harshly? He is 20-8 through 2 seasons. That answer may have just raised the stakes even higher for him, though. Not just for what happened on the field, but for the debate surrounding Kalen DeBoer's tenure at Alabama. We got some Brave stuff. Drama in Baltimore, if I can say that. The Braves came in just 2-5 in extra inning games this season. A 3-3 stalemate after Atlanta filled the gap. 3-2 gap in the top of the 8th, rather. And Eric gave them the space at second. Matt Olson go ahead and gave them a mile for a spot that we just really thought would top off game 1. But the Orioles strike back with a 2-out, 2-run bomb to pull him within 1. Lee retires his final batter of the night to follow, and that is 1 of 3 for the Bravos. So good running for Atlanta.
Time and Temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team.
Are you worried you won't be able to afford a lawyer? At Georgia